Folks, the Republican establishment is in a full-blown panic. And I'm not doing an I told you so. This is a giant I told you so. This is a reminder that I will illustrate. I told you this almost in the exact words you heard on television from Republican consultants and establishment people. I told you they are in an uproar, a panic. They are secretly trying to get Mitch Daniels to get back in the race. There are entreaties being made to Bobby Jindal to get in the race. They are panicked. They are scared to death. They're going to lose the House and not win the Senate. And I told you on November 10th, that's their primary concern. That's why they were apoplectic at Christine O'Donnell and Sharon Angle getting Tea Party nominations. It's about the Senate. It's about being in charge of the money. It's not about cutting spending. The Republican establishment is not signed on to the cutting spending business. And I mean, if you want to know what the establishment is, you can easily, people ask, well, what do you mean? Who is this Republican establishment? They're Republicans, two things. They don't like conservatives, and they're not really all that concerned about spending. They want to be in charge of it. That's who they are. And they are not going to be in charge of it if they don't hold the House and if they don't pick up the Senate. And that's what they really want. They're not and never have been convinced that Obama can be beat. Now, Newt has thrown this thing into a tizzy. They don't know what to do. They wanted this wrapped up. They don't understand why it happened. They're blaming all the wrong people. They're blaming their own voters. They're blaming the media. They're blaming stupidity on the part of the voters. They haven't the slightest idea why this happened in South Carolina. That's not too much democracy going on in their minds. They just don't understand it. They don't understand the base of their own party. They resent the base of their own. They don't understand the passion. So the base of the Republican Party, the voters, has been bottling up for 25 years, a resentment, an anger, if you will, that their own party won't fight for them, won't fight for itself, won't fight for what's right. So when Newt gets teed up with these questions from Juan Williams and John King and whoever else, and simply says what they've been thinking for 25 years, they say, finally, what they want right now is fight back. What they want is push back. What they want is kick back. What they want is smack down. What they want is for these people who've been laughing at them and mocking them and impugning them put in their place. They're tired of the cultural rot taking place in the country. They're tired of the incessant growth of government and spending. They're tired of it. And they're frustrated as they can be that members of their own party who get elected can't seem to articulate their own passions. And politics is about passion, and the Republican Party doesn't seem to have it. There's always fear of somebody, the media, fear of Democrats. Well, Newt doesn't act like he's got any fear. So how many wives he got? I don't care. What did he do for Fannie Mae and Freddie? I don't care. What are his national disapproval ratings? I don't care. Finally, somebody's telling the bad guys who they are, what to do, and we're not going to take it anymore. Oh, I know there was total shock. Why was there shock? The polling data before South Carolina told us what was going to happen. The shock was that Newt won the women vote. He won the independent vote. He won every congressional district in South Carolina. That was the shock. Everything that they told us Newt couldn't do, he did. Everything they told us a conservative couldn't do, he did. Every bit of conventional wisdom was stood on its head. Every bit of electability, conventional wisdom from the so-called experts was stood on its head Saturday night. And so the pundits and the analysts and the consultants are trying to analyze it and figure it out. And the best they can come up with is, we've got to put a stop to this. If this goes on, it's going to kill the Republican Party. Oh, no. And I'm watching and I'm saying, wait a minute, do you people not understand yet that you can't control this? You gave it your best shot. You can't control this. In fact, you may be affecting it in ways you wish weren't happening, just by the way you're handling yourselves. Man, I'm talking about media. The one thing Mitt Romney has trouble doing is connecting with his audience. That's why the jokes about him being a Ken doll. He doesn't connect. The campaign places look great, and the flags and the banners and the popcorn and peanuts are all good, but I believe in an America founded by the founders, and I want America to believe in America, that America believes in America, and founders believe in America. What? What is? Platitudes aren't going to get it. I don't know. I think Romney's problem is really not so much Newt as it is what it's always been. The base just doesn't think he's conservative. That's all it is. And of course, that ticks off the establishment. So it's another bit of conventional wisdom. We've got to stop this campaign. Oh my God. How? We can't have this. Can't have Newt out there. Why, Newt's going to turn everybody off before it's all over. Newt's just going to destroy the party. Newt's going to destroy the party. We've got to stop this.